Hey, Zach.
Hey, Hector.
So I was sitting here wondering, what kind of doctor was Dr. Pepper? A physician.
Oh, fuck. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Breaking Down the Tape. I am Papa Smurph.
And I'm Hector. I said what I said.
I still need one of those, like,
I gotta buy. I found one for like $130.
Bro, I'm saying, like, I found all of these cool, like, podcast, like, streamer things. And I'm like, fuck yeah. And I'm telling Sarah, I'm like, yeah, look, you could do this, this, and this, and this. She's like, yes, normal people can, but can you? I'm like, no, but I can have one of them teach me.
YouTube is everyone's god.
Right. So welcome, guys. Welcome to another episode. Hector and I are here. We will be covering some topics near and dear to our heart. And this week we are going to be rolling out a little bit of a new format. We're going to be switching things up. Hector will not be taking us around the world of sports. If you want to do that yourself, download the ESPN app. I mean, it's right the fuck there, or ESPN.com. I'm not your dad. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your life. But Hector will say what he says, because I'm going to bring him a couple of topics that he does not previously know that I have, and we're just going to fucking see where he goes with them, because he's Hector, and this is probably going to be my favorite time of the day.
Are you ready for this? It's Hector said what he said.
I know we got to get like John and Colbs to give us like a cool fucking intro for
That's what I'm saying. Cole's got to do all our fucking like recordings and intros.
John can mix it down. John's the DJ from Jacked and Canned. Shout out Jacked and Canned. John's the DJ who does like all the mixing and stuff. But Colbs, by the way, I know I was like blackout drunk at 4 a.m. on Sunday morning, but I remember, and I can go back and show you, I starred some of those glides.
I should have, but I already did.
I did. Drunk Me was like, yes, you're gonna love this tomorrow, and Drunk Me was right, because I loved it the next day.
Well, you know what's the great part of it, right? As long as the person who created that video doesn't scroll all the way back and delete it, it is forever there. I can scroll back until we first started it, and I can find those.
You can scroll back and see me begging to have sex with Colby's voice. Awesome.
Yes, if people want to know, so Zach was bombed at a wedding, got home.
It was an open bar. I tipped them fucking $20 each. So my drinks were like, it was straight whiskey, honestly, by like the third.
And then he decides to come home and drink Jameson and
another bottle of whiskey.
Literally mouth fuck.
Oh yeah, I was begging. I was like, Colby, please just let me have sex with your voice. Like, it's all I want to do with my life. But when you listen to Jacked and Canned and you hear Colby's voices, or go back and listen to one of our episodes in which we did a collab with them, you will understand why. And you will want to do the same thing. So don't slut shame me. But the point of all of this is to say is that we need them to do intros for us. But Hector, the first thing I want to bring up to you is, and we talked about this briefly, but I want to talk to you about an angle on this. So just before we hopped on, much to my shock, Bruce Arians is retiring as head coach of the Buccaneers. Happened about 30 minutes ago from when we're recording, but he's moving to the front office. Now, that's not what I want you to talk about. What I want you to talk about is the angle. So after Brady retired, there came out that there was some bad blood between Brady and Bruce Arians, because Brady and Byron Leftwich, the OC, apparently would sit down and come up with a game plan and do their thing and come up with a 17-0 season game plan. And then Bruce Arians would come in and pretty much say, and I'm paraphrasing the articles that I've read, fuck you, you guys suck, we're doing it my way. Brady unretires. Now all of a sudden, Bruce Arians is retiring and moving to the front office? Question mark, question mark, question mark?
And this is where I say what I say. Step number one, what in the holy fuck, right? Like, you're trying to win another Super Bowl. Your Super Bowl champion says, you know what? I'll play another season. And then you're like, yeah, I don't want to coach you. Get to that later. Bruce Arians, and we've known since Tom Brady got down there. Yes, he wanted to play for the Bucs. He wanted to win a title. He got all the guys to come down with him. But the minute he got down there, it had came out that he had this fucking feud with him. Like, they just butted heads. And Bruce Arians wants to do this old school well, it is. It's not old school when it comes to the air raid offense, but it's old school the way he runs it.
Mm-hmm.
You are outdated. You are a one of those big, bulky, fat TVs compared to a nice, thin, 50-pound, 75-inch TV. Like, that's what we're dealing with here. And for multiple times throughout the season, for him to come out that Brady and him are going through these feuds, and apparently, like you said, Byron Leftwich and Brady were just like on the same page. It should have happened. You know what? Retire. Tom Brady, they'll probably win another Super Bowl without him.
Do you think that Brady was retiring as a means of holding out against the Buccaneers until they moved Bruce Arians?
I would say no.
Okay.
I would say no. I think Brady coming out and saying that he wanted to retire had to do more with his family. And his wife, he pushed her to the side and was like, bitch, I'm going back out there. I said what I said. He was like, no, stiff arm, Marshawn Lynch, suck the nuts, like diving into the end zone. I'm playing another season. I can see part of it having to do with Bruce Arians, but I didn't see it to this extent.
Fair enough.
I didn't see it to the extent where you can't mend or come to a compromise that it's either one plays or one retires, or one coaches and one retires. That's just asinine. It's retarded. It's stupid. It's foolish.
Look, all I'm saying is that if anybody could pull off that game of chicken, it's Thomas Edward Brady.
I would not doubt that. Now, on another part of that, Todd Bowles does deserve another chance as a head coach. Absolutely. I don't care what anyone says. We know what the Jets are. We know what the Jets have been, and we know what the Jets will always be. Hopefully, next season changes that. You can't take a man who does all-time top defenses, put him as a head coach, just because it doesn't pan out because he's in a bad organization, use that against him. Because obviously, he has Super Bowl winning defenses.
Mm-hmm.
So, Todd Bowles, you deserve it. But I would also say, if Todd Bowles doesn't do the move I think he should make, he's stupid too. Because Byron Leftwich should own a team at this. As shitty as a player Byron Leftwich is, the man is a mastermind on paper.
Well, the problem was with Byron is he had a fucking 4-year wind-up when he fucking threw the ball. As an offensive lineman, you'd have to block for a full 60 seconds for him to get a slant route off. Like, he had the arm strength. He was a big-ass motherfucker who you couldn't sack. But when you fucking, like, bring the fucking ball from Texas, fucking wind up and throw it, I mean, Jesus Christ. Anyway. Hector. Topic number 2. Keep my wife's name out your motherfucking mouth.
I don't even know where to start with this one. All right.
The pimp slap heard around the world.
First of all, Will Smith, I know you from Philly.
Mm.
Be careful, because the guys from Grown Up coming for you. Adam
He got
Sandler
one
and the
little
whole
fight
crew.
and his mom got scared.
Adam Sandler and the whole crew. Yo, when you slap Chris Rock, you slapped Adam Sandler and every best friend they do fucking movies with. So you better watch out. This is a situation, a situational and perceptive thing. Like, this is just how a person views it. You might think what Will Smith did was acceptable, and other might not. And then you can also go into the generations. Back in the day, nigga, we brawling. And excuse my language if you motherfuckers out there want to cancel culture us, because I just said the N-word. Motherfucker, that's how I grew up.
I just want to clarify for those who listen purely on audio form that I am Papa Smurph, and I did not say that. Hector can.
No, Hector
Because
said
of the ethnicity that is allowed to. I did not say it.
Yeah, Hector said what the fuck he said.
I just want to clarify for those who don't understand our voice differences.
A Puerto Rican from the South Bronx that grew up in the motherfucking streets, gang bang. Well, I didn't really gang bang, but I grew up with a lot of gang bangers and
retract.
Retract. Motherfuckers. That's how back in the day, that's how motherfuckers rolled. Mm. That's how motherfuckers rolled. Niggas got clapped for doing some shit like that. Nowadays, everything's peace, love, and happiness, even though Russia's over there trying to take over Ukraine. Motherfuckers is blind. It's peace, love, and happiness when motherfuckers want it to be peace, love, and happiness. Mm-hmm. One part of me says, Will Smith, you go up there, you beat that motherfucker. Because you know what? No matter what anyone says, I said what I said. I don't care what Chris Rock want to say. Oh, I didn't know she had alopecia. Bull motherfucking shit. You guys are all famous in the same motherfucking clip that she has this red table bullshit that she airs out everybody's fucking dirty laundry plus her own fucking some other motherfucker in Will's house. So we all know the bitch had alopecia. You not gonna tell me that you went up there and you did not know she didn't have alopecia. Do not play that fucking bullshit.
This has become my favorite segment very quickly.
Do not play. You knew she had alopecia. You knew that she has little Willie Smith wrapped around her finger, and if she blinks thrice, that motherfucker gotta jump.
Can we talk about that's exactly what the fuck happened? Because the cameras panned to them, and Will looked like he genuinely chuckled at
Will
it.
Smith is a
and then Jada was like, yo, bro, seriously? And he's like, ah, shit.
Will Smith is an actor, a comedian, he does it all. The motherfucker loves jokes. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is a drama media. Like, it's literally drama and comedian bullshit just smashed together. Like, he didn't want to do that. He thought it was funny. Jada runs that shit. And you know what? He's invested too much of his life into it where he won't leave her. He won't leave her. It's all her fault. But you know what? Chris Rock should have known better and not said some dumb shit like that. And you know what? Will Smith should have, you know what? He should have reacted better. He should have. But at the same time, motherfucker got to do what he got to do. You gonna say some stupid shit sideways, and national television, you gonna say some stupid shit sideways, shit gonna happen.
Don't talk about it, be about it, run them hands.
You gonna do, come on. But let's be real. She runs that shit. I feel bad for Will. She runs that shit. She don't feel bad. If it was the other way around, Will's wrong no matter what. There is no other way around. Will is wrong no matter what. Whether he would have sat there and ate it, go up there, beat his ass, whatever. He would have been wrong.
Agreed.
The toxic snake that is Adam and Eve is Jada.
Facts.
And then I'm going to tell you right now, you can't make a hoe into a housewife. Oh, but she not a hoe. Why are you gonna say she a hoe? So now because she cheated, she a hoe? Yeah. If you cheat, you cheat. That's one thing. But if you cheat and you continuously cheat and you make it a fucking pattern and you letting every motherfucker hit it except your man, what are you? What are you?
A hoe.
So I don't want to hear, oh no, but she, get the fuck out my face with that. The bitch is a hoe, and Will should have left her ass in the streets in 1997 when she did the shit with Tupac. I said what I said.
Let me read a chapter from the Book of Bros, 3:16. To the streets with her hoe ass.
Do not fear. Drink beer.
Topic number 3. The NFL has voted to change the overtime rules in what is the most ridiculous thing I have ever seen since the Rooney Rule, quite frankly. Each team gets a possession with the ball, and then from there, whoever scores wins. Now, the reason that I think it's ridiculous, because I have a feeling that Hector disagrees with me, is this. They do it in the wake of the Bills-Chiefs game last year, where everybody and their mother says that Josh Allen should have had a chance with the football. Okay, let's play that scenario out. Chiefs win the coin toss. They go down and score. Bills win, then Bills get the ball. They will inevitably go down and score. So then we're back giving the Chiefs the ball, who win by a field goal, and we're back at square fucking one. It's a ridiculous rule. It's great on paper. But it does not make sense in reality.
But that was the rule before everything. Before this fucking bullshit rule they put in effect before this rule. It was OT, and then you will continuously go in OT. Each person gets a possession of the ball until you stop the offense. You have to stop it from scoring.
Yep.
Stop the offense. You can't go down there and score, and then you don't stop it. Oh, but they had 60 minutes to stop each other. So now just shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up with, you had 60 minutes for both the offense and defense to shut the fuck up.
It's 60 minutes to close your mouth, bitch.
But this is OT now. So you let one person grab the ball, but the other doesn't?
Yeah, I knew we were opposite on this. I'm sorry. I just disagree with this rule.
I can understand if the person scores and they score 2-point conversion. Cool. I'll accept that shit. But if they score, the other person should be able to score. You either stop them, or if they score, then the next score is over.
But then it's just like then the old overtime rules were first point score anyway. Because again, it's all in the wake of the last Bills and Chiefs game. Now, yes, they've been calling for the overtime rules to be changed forever, but it's in the wake of specifically that last game. Now, this rule change, by the way, only takes effect in the postseason. But in that game, both teams had just gone back and forth in the last 3 minutes. What was there? Something stupid. I want to say there was 40 points scored in the final 3 minutes or something ignorant like that. They were just recklessly scoring points back and forth. Even if Josh Allen had a chance to score a touchdown, I have all the faith in the world that he would have. The Bills' defense weren't stopping the Chiefs.
To me, the way I look at it is that this is I get it, it's overtime. But people want to make it a sudden death. But it shouldn't be. It's overtime. It's an extra quarter. That was the game. An extra quarter.
That's what I want you to get to.
Not sudden death. Not sudden death. Not whoever scores first. Not if I kick a field goal, you can score a touchdown. It was overtime quarter. You play till the clock hits 0.
That is by far the most.
The clock needs to hit 0. I don't give a damn if you score a touchdown and there's 12 minutes still left. There's 12 minutes still left on the clock. What you mean the game is over? Now you want to make a sudden death rule because some motherfuckers that want to be part of cancel culture are saying, but the games are too long and I don't have the fucking mental capacity to pay attention to a motherfucking game. I'm sorry, you can't pay attention to a game longer than 3 fucking hours.
I feel like for safety reasons, we should do the Hector said what he said segment at the end. So if you burst a fucking blood vessel, we at least got most of the fucking show in.
Ooh, Chris is down there playing like, yo, this nigga, bro.
I love this. I love this segment. But that's what I wanted you to get to is your version of overtime has been the singular most rational and logical suggestion I have heard for redoing the overtime rules. Just play the full 15 minutes. Period. End of story. And whoever has the most points at the end of 15 minutes, there you go.
Overtime is overtime. When we do, okay, MLB, we go into extra innings. It used to be both sides, you got to finish out the inning.
Yep.
Now it's runner on second, first person to fucking score. Well, before it was first person to, before you play out the inning, then it went to first person to score. And now it's, you know what, we'll put runner on second. And you know what, if they score, then, motherfuckers shit out of luck.
Yeah.
Even if you're the home team and you're supposed to get in that bat because you're the home team. You're supposed to get in that bat because you're the home team.
Right.
Now, what the fuck is this?
Yep.
What is up with this general? I keep telling Chrissy, I'm not gonna make it past 45. I won't. I will not live past 45 because they're making these ridiculous ass rules.
I disagree.
Ridiculous.
And we are back with the trivia segment, which I will still pay our bills, but it'll be a very quick trivia segment this week. Brought to you by Aviation American Gin. Go get you some. Yeah, Yingling, looking at you guys. Definitely need to sponsor us. Answer my DMs, damn it. And StreamYard. So again, Aviation American Gin, Wannabe Yingling, and StreamYard. Go do those things. Do the StreamYard, drink the Aviation Gin, and then
drink the stream from the yard, fly in aviation, and
there you go. We are quality content creators, ladies and gentlemen. But last week,
aviate. That's what we're talking about.
Drinking and don't drink and drive, but drink and aviate. That is probably still illegal too. I'm not your real dad. I'm not encouraging anything. Last week I posed a trivia question, and then like the rat bastard piece of shit that I am, never actually posted it. So I will give you, the fans who no one called me out on it, I will give you a second chance at this. How many touchdowns did Phillip Rivers throw in 2015? And for the sake of argument, I don't know. I feel like it would only be fair if I gave you a second chance at this as well.
I will not take that second chance because I think I remember the answer.
I thought you would. That's why I was hesitant because I'm like, I think the motherfucker remembers. But all right.
2015.
How many touchdowns?
NFL record 2015 touchdowns.
He threw 60 a game, damn it. How many touchdowns did Phillip Rivers throw for the entire season of 2015? We are back with the worst time in the Jets fan life cycle because we're bringing it back to its roots. Don't mind the sweatshirt. It's just a warm sweatshirt. We're bringing it back to the roots, and we're talking about the New York motherfucking Jets because we're kind of excited about what we're doing as a team.
We are so optimistic, even though deep down by week 6 we are going to be in deep depression
because we're so stupid that we think the Jets are going to win more than 10 games.
It's like that high school love that you just fluster over, but you know she's going to keep cheating on you with your best friend.
Bro, you have no idea how like personal that is, by the way. I feel like you were specifically referencing my high school experience, and I'm not really a fan.
I was inadvertently doing it to your high school experience, but it kind of relates to mine.
So now that you know Hector and I sucked in high school.
Seriously, we were neighbors for a reason.
Right? Anyway, by the way, shout out Braxton Berrios. Me and my dude, connections on LinkedIn.
Yo, get that connect and bring him on Breaking Down the Tape.
I'm trying. But anywho,
he's still small market enough. If he gets that 30 mil contract, he ain't coming.
Amen. He's gonna make us pay him 30 mil. But the
Bro,
Jets
I
re-signed Braxton
can't take out
Berrios.
another loan.
What?
I said I can't take out another loan.
Yo, facts. Jets re-signed Braxton Berrios. Just recently, they re-signed former number 2 overall pick. I think it was in the 2017 draft. Solomon Thomas. They've got oh my god, I can't remember the guard from San Fran. Lankin.
Tomlinson.
Yes, Lankin Tomlinson picked up a really good blue chip safety again. Whitehead, Jordan Whitehead from the Buccaneers.
Re-signed LaMarcus Joyner.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he was out since week 1 with the tricep tear.
Mm-hmm. Got a couple of key pieces coming back from injury and didn't spend dumb amounts of money in the offseason. And so we've still got a lot of cap space. We've still got the number 4, number 10 pick. Now, we lost out on the Tyreek Hill deal and situation, and that
was a less than 24-hour heartbreak.
Right. And there's been a lot of like conflicting reports that I've read about that. Originally, it was the Dolphins and the Jets both submitted acceptable offers to the Chiefs, and the Chiefs let Tyreek Hill decide. And then it came out that the Jets were the only ones who put in an acceptable offer. And then in like the 11th hour, the Dolphins are like, but we'll do this instead. And Tyreek, they still gave the choice to Tyreek, and Tyreek still decided to choose the Dolphins, which is fine. Him and Jalen Waddle are going to be the fastest pair of receivers on a football field.
And he still
never actually received a football.
Like 2 miles per hour.
Yeah. I mean, Tua's just not the guy. So great, you have the keys to a Ferrari and a blind guy driving it. Awesome. Anyway, no bias here. No bias intended at all. So we're not salty about it at all. The Jets lost out on that. A little bit of heartbreak. But there's been a lot of rumors that Joe Douglas is keeping himself in the ear of teams that own players such as DK Metcalf. There was There was a couple other ones.
DK Metcalf, Deebo Samuel from the Niners.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
And there was another one.
I want to say the kid from the Jags, right? Or no?
No, not the Jags. Michael Thomas.
Thank you.
Michael
Saints.
Thomas.
Wrong South.
Slanty McSlant boy. Imagine that. Imagine that if he comes over to the fucking Jets. I bet you change your fandom over real quick.
I'm still gonna call him Slant Boy, but I'm gonna be calling him Slant Boy as like a superhero.
Yeah,
thing, not a bad thing.
He gets fucking 150 catches for 50 yards and 13 touchdowns. You'd be like, okay.
I'm gonna get a slant. If he does that, I'll get a Slant Boy superhero cape. But no, so Joe Douglas is keeping himself in the mind of GMs that have some pretty big wide receivers, physically, not just like big name, but some physically large wide receivers. One of the interesting things to me is DK Metcalf. Remember, the Jets have the number 10 pick because they sent Jamal Adams over there. It might be worth giving them back their pick for DK.
So I'm going to run through what you just said real quick. I'm going to start from the beginning.
Sure.
When we go to the offensive line, we spoke about Tomlinson.
Oh, I did want to talk about the line.
They just brought Tomlinson over. Now we're going to, you know what? Because you brought up all those topics, I'm going to try to hit in depth and see how you feel about it too.
Yeah.
They brought over Tomlinson. Tomlinson now, they gave Tomlinson more of the option of where he wanted to play. He was comfortable at left guard, but he also played right guard the last couple seasons. So he decided, I want to play left guard. Well, that moved Elijah Vera Tucker to right guard, which I get it. Elijah Vera Tucker is still technically kind of a rookie. He's going into his second season. You got to give the vet who has the resume of playing that position. But at the same time, I look at it like new genre, new coach, new line, new everything. You get this rookie, you put him at left guard. He's a left guard, and he played absolutely phenomenal, even with Mekhi Becton going out, and now you're telling him to move. See, I think it's his job to lose rather than you just give it to Tomlinson.
I don't think it's so much as a losing a job kind of thing. Tomlinson played left. Now, this is no AVT hate because you know how I have a hard on for my man AVT.
That man is a fucking monster.
But Langston Tomlinson played left guard at a Pro Bowl level last year. One could argue that so did AVT. But I think it's easier for a second-year guy to switch to right guard than it is now. Yes, Lankin has played both sides of the line, both on left and right guard. But
like we said, he is comfortable and better at the left guard position.
So I don't think it's like a veteran, stealing the job of a younger guy. I more frame it in the frameworks of this dude has been doing it this way and this job for so long and is so much better at it than he is at the other position. Whereas you are super versatile, super young, haven't developed too many habits in either side of the ball. And you don't have to
worry about the pressure of being on the left side.
Right. So I honestly really like the move of bringing him over to the right guard position.
So this is what gets interesting with the line, though. So we got left guard Tomlinson, right guard Vera Tucker. Left tackle is up for grabs, apparently. And it's actually George Font who is in the starting category over Mekhi Becton. And because of what they're doing to the line, reports are saying Mekhi Becton might not be in the Jets' future.
So I've seen a couple of different reports from like the same people that have gone both ways. One second, they're operating under the belief that Becton won't be available for the start of the season. And then the next second, they're operating under the knowledge that Fant is at left tackle. Then you have Langston Tomlinson, then Connor McGovern. Then AVT, and then Mekhi Becton's being moved over to right tackle, and that's the knowledge moving into the season. So I've heard, and that was in like a span of 48 hours, maybe, that I've seen both of those reports. So it's kind of up in the air. Some are saying, oh, well, he's not really in shape, despite, the 4 to 6 week original timeline, and now we're fucking almost a season later and we're still not where we want to be. There's other people that are like, yeah, no, he's fine. So
to me, I just think it is irresponsible of the Jets we get it. Mekhi Becton is such a massive man. And not even a man yet. The kid, he's still a kid. He's 22 years old. 23 years old. Like, still a kid. He's such a massive person that injury kind of comes into effect. But this is the kind of person where I say his talent, though, I will eat some of his injuries, because if we can find a way to keep this man healthy, his talent ceiling is ridiculous. Nothing is going to get through this man.
Well, I think that's part of the reason that, according to the latest report I've read, that they're moving him over to right tackle, because kind of like you said with AVT, okay, so you're no longer protecting Zach Wilson's blind side. Yes, you still need to pass block, right? You still need to do it at a high level on the right side, but it's not like you're going to be left on an island more times than not. You're going to be able to receive chipping help from their new tight end, CJ Uzomah and Tyler Conklin. You know what I mean? So I feel like them moving him over to the right tackle position is doing exactly what you want them to do. Is, okay, you haven't panned out yet, because of injuries and whatever, but we have faith in you. We want you a part of the future. Let's move you over here where the pressure isn't as heavy, where we can get you more reasonable help.
And you're not worried about those chop blocks as much. I mean, you're getting chop block regardless, but I feel like the left side, you're on a whole different.
You're on an island. Because with a right-handed quarterback, he's rolling out to his right. He's rolling out to his strong side.
Extra pair of eyes. You got and as much as people don't think about it this way, more people are right-handed dominant than left. Everybody wants to go right.
Well, that when you slide your pass blocking to keep your wall in front of your quarterback. So if your quarterback's rolling to the right, 90% of the time, you're sliding your pass blocking to the right. So your left tackle gets left alone. But that's why, the whole fucking Blindside movie, Lawrence Taylor fucking showed that if you're going to put this guy on an island alone, he had better be God's gift to pass blocking. Otherwise, you will have dead men in your backfield. Yeah, and that's why there's such a premium on the position. Every now and then you'll see them slide the pass blocking left, and you're putting your QB on like a read option, kind of like a slant route kind of option, one-on-one with a DN to see how he fucking comes down. But 9 times out of 10, you're rolling him with protection.
I'm telling you right now, there's only and I'm not being a homer at all this time. There's one man that plays left tackle in the NFL where I can be like, I don't have to worry about him. Can you name that man?
Right now?
Quentin Nelson.
Oh, yeah. No, Nelson's a guard, isn't he?
Is he a guard? Or is he a
sure he's a guard?
I think he's a guard. Yeah, he is a guard.
But I wouldn't be shocked if Quentin Nelson can play left tackle.
He might play left tackle too. That man, my motherfucking pancake machine. Nobody getting it. But he's still playing the left side. He's still playing the left side.
Right. No, but I feel you. And again, these are concern. This is kind of a concern, but one that I think they're handling respectively well and with a level of intelligence.
Yes, I don't think that I don't want to give up on Becton yet. I see when he's on the field, he's worth it, but because he's so big, any little tweak, it takes longer for him to recover. He does need to shed some weight.
Now, there's a lot of criticism about that. My only slight defense, not being inside the situation, is the fact that it was a leg injury. How much do we want him to do when he can't run around?
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
Now, heading over to the safeties, like you said, we got LaMarcus Joyner, Jordan Whitehead. I think Jordan Whitehead was great. LaMarcus Joyner is quick, easy 1-year deal.
Ashton Davis. Don't sleep on my man Ashton Davis back there.
Yeah, but Ashton Davis, we got locked up for like another 2 seasons.
True that.
So, and I guarantee you we re-signed him for like a Braxton Berrios type of deal.
Fair enough.
So, like, I'm not worried about him. Jordan Whitehead was a great pickup. LaMarcus Joyner, I accept because I think he was going to be good for our defense, but he just had the tricep tear, which put him out the season. So I think bringing him back was smart because it gives us depth, but I don't weave out going for Hamilton in the draft or a prefala of like a rotation in the safety role.
By committee, yeah.
Yeah, a committee shit going on over there. Now, when you won over to the wide receivers, like you said, it was a 24-hour hurt. 24-hour hurt. It was quick first thing in the morning, like 8 o'clock in the morning, like Tyreek Hill to the Jets or Miami. Like, holy fuck, me and you we wouldn't put our phone down until we figured out where he was going. And we wanted it. And we would have paid it. And it would have been accepted. I don't believe he would have extended.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think he would have stood.
I don't think so.
One, he has family ties in Florida. The taxes, obviously, the tax exempts and shit like that. And Miami, to be truthful,
it's Miami,
a more competitive team and more likely to be in the playoffs and shit like that. I get that. On the other side of it, like I said, 24-hour hurt because we saved from giving a huge contract for someone who probably won't stay with us.
Right.
And it wasn't like past years where we didn't set ourselves. We're in perfect situation. And Tyreek Hill would have just been the bow on the present. Like, that's it. Topping on the cake.
Which, might I add, by the way, while we didn't get it because Tyreek Hill chose Miami, the Chiefs accepted a trade for Hill that did not involve a first-round pick.
No,
I see you, Joe Douglas. I see you, Joseph.
That's what I was saying. If we would have won that trade, Joe Douglas would have went down as one of the greatest Jets GMs ever. The man was only giving up 2 second rounds, a third, and like a fifth. Yeah.
And all this year, I think. All this year, we were going to pay the bill this year.
No, it was 2 seconds, a third this year, a fourth, and a sixth next year.
Oh, bite me. Okay, whatever. So we were
That would have
paying.
been a steal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Whatever. Fine, I'll
Well,
still.
you know what? I'll take my $30 million cap space that I still got. And you know what? Hey, Pete Carroll, what do you want for DK? Hey, I know Debo is a Swiss Army knife. What you want out there?
Yup.
You know, I
Yep.
don't mind keep looking because there OBJ is still a free agent. Jarvis
OBJ
Landry
is
is still
still
a
a
free
free
agent.
agent. Mm-hmm.
And mind
Mm-hmm.
you, like you said, we still got 4 and 10, which the way that it's going right now, I want to know what you think. But what I'm thinking for 4 and 10, I say edge rusher at 4. Actually, no, I take that back. I'm saying Gardner at 4, CB Gardner at 4, and they go for either London or that Garrett Wilson kid.
So I think the Jets, and I have a feeling, I'll just say it. I said what I said. The Jets are going to be in a very difficult position at 4 because I think Kyle Hamilton and Kayvon Thibodeau are going to be available at 4. And if that happens, I don't think you're wrong either way that you go, but I think they're going to have a really hard decision to make. I mean, I that's tough to sit there. I've been again. I said what I said. I'm putting a gold jacket on Kyle Hamilton right now, and he hasn't
The
even played a
more
snap in the NFL.
the more I keep hearing and looking up that Thibodeau kid, I don't want him.
Really? Oh, I disagree.
It looks good, but I'm trying to just sit there and I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, he won't pan out to what everybody thinks it. He'll be good. He'll be really good, but I don't think he's gonna pan out to what people are thinking.
You think it's like a Trevor Lawrence kind of situation? He's built up so much, he only has the option to fail in comparison, obviously.
Somewhat, but that's a far comparison. Like
Yeah,
I know you're
yeah.
hatred for Trevor Lawrence.
I do.
But that's a far comparison. I'm just thinking like
So then who would you take at 4 as a net? Or no, you said you want Sauce.
I would say if Hamilton is available, I'd take him. Hamilton or Gardner gotta go at 4.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
understand we need edge rushers. I understand that. But if Thibodeau is left, I don't know if I take Thibodeau over some of these other guys. Hutchinson to me sounds more. I don't know. I hear Thibodeau and I look at his gameplay and everything, and I'm just like, he won't pan out.
See, I like Hutchinson. I also think he's a product of his name, if that makes sense. I think that he's good, and I think he could be great, but I think a lot of the enamorment is because he's from Michigan. I think that's yeah, okay, you're good. I'm not gonna take it from you, but I think because you went to Michigan, if you went to UCLA, I don't think people would be fucking sucking his dick that hard. I just don't. I think he'd be good, and I think people like, oh yeah, this Aiden Hutchinson kid is a late first rounder, early second rounder. I just don't think they'd call him.
The way the Jets have set up, I and maybe I'm wrong. The way the Jets are set up, I feel like they at 4 best available.
Yeah.
And I would put Gardner or Hamilton over Thibodeau.
Yeah, if you're going best available, yes, Hamilton all the way. If you're looking for need, now keep in mind, the Jets still have Shaq Lawson. They still have Carl Lawson.
No, they got rid of one of the Lawsons.
Did they?
They got rid of, I think they kept Carl and got rid of Shaq.
Oh, my apologies.
We got A. Lawson. We still got Franklin Myers.
Right.
We still got and
Sheldon Rankin's in the middle. Quentin, we got Quentin and Quentin Williams. So, and I know Quentin's more of a linebacker than he is an edge rusher,
but he's an outside, so he can drop down.
Right. So, I mean, it's not like we're, oh my God, we need an edge. It's just, it would be a position that we could stand upgrade at.
Yeah, we would like a game-changing franchise Aaron Donald type edge, but people are making the edge position into this prime position that you absolutely have to win the game.
Well, I mean, look at the way the NFL is going right now. I mean, just take the Jets and the Dolphins twice a year, for example. If you give Tua time, Hill and Waddle will hurt us because eventually they're going to figure out how to run slants, right? I mean, period, end of story. And their yak is going to be ungodly because if you can get fucking Hill on a stupid ass pick route, just call it a touchdown and don't even bother chasing him because once he gets into the open field, like just walk away. Don't look stupid on national television. So if you can give Tua enough time to figure out these basic things and give Hill and Waddle yak, then it's over with. But if you can fucking scramble Tua's brain, if you can get after fucking Mac Jones, if you can, get after Josh Allen and not let him do his thing, if you force him to run more than he throws.
Yeah, but edge rushers aren't. We've seen D tackles be. Aaron Donald's not an edge rusher.
Yeah, but Aaron Donald's also made in a fucking lab. What was, my favorite quote of all time was Larry Bird said Magic Johnson is the best basketball player on planet Earth. That's because Michael Jordan's not from Earth. Okay? And Ndamukong Suh, just for shits and giggles, is the best D tackle on planet Earth because Aaron Donald isn't from fucking Earth. Okay, it's saying that I hear you. Aaron Donald makes a lot of plays from the nose tackle position. That man is not from this planet. That's unfair to hold the level of D tackle standard.
To try to lower the level of the rest of the line to be like the edge rusher is what you need. You really don't. You could have decent edge rushers and have a nose tackle like Aaron Donald, and your defensive line is strong as fuck.
For sure. But how many times are you going to get Aaron Donald? In the next millennium.
And how many times you're going to get the edge rushers you want when they actually pan out?
True. That's fair. Now, I do agree with you. If you're going best overall,
I do take shuffled in free agency just as much as you see wide receivers and CB shuffled through free agency.
Also not untrue. But I would take Kyle Hamilton at 4. Now, what I've heard them doing with the 10 spot is much like you said, going wide receiver with like London or Wilson. But I've also, again, like I brought up before, heard them using that 10 as bait back to Seattle for DK, maybe packaging that with a couple other picks to San Fran for Debo. You know what I mean? So I think that Joe Douglas is not done wheeling and dealing. I think that come like draft night, come later, technically next month, but come later in April, I think Joe Douglas is going to lose his fucking mind.
I want all these motherfuckers, these fake Jets fans that are out here, no, Joe Douglas needs to go. He's not being aggressive. He blah, 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 blah. And then once they hear we almost got Tyreek Hill, he's the smartest man in the world for almost giving up nothing for him.
Mm-hmm.
Go take your fucking bullshit ass somewhere else.
That's New York sports for you, baby. That's New York sports, man. Yeah, some of these people, man, they're so up and down.
Take your bullshit ass somewhere else. I think Joe Douglas, the minute he came over, has been an absolute boss at his position.
Well, I mean, just look at his draft last year. You get fucking Elijah Moore and Michael Carter, the running back, who are just like immediate studs, like instantaneous studs. You signed a pretty good backfield by committee. You draft Brandon Echols and Michael Carter, the CB, who are pretty good. I don't think they're like super studs, but I think they're serviceable. You know what I'm saying? And then went out and made a bunch of really good blue collar moves last season. I think you just said what?
For cheap.
Yeah, for cheap. Quentin Williams, who turned out to be one of the best fucking outside linebackers in the goddamn league. Fucking both Lawsons, who both of them got hurt. So, I mean, it didn't pan out in the end. But, I mean, went out and drafted AVT. Zach Wilson, I think, is a good... I mean, Joe Douglas has shown his savvy. It hasn't come together just yet. But you said it before. The Jets are in the perfect position right now of making really good upgrades, not breaking the bank, and now saying we can either draft a future Hall of Fame say, like, what kind of fucking, like, I'm sitting here saying the Jets are going to have an issue, right? But they have the choice of drafting a Hall of Fame safety, a fucking pretty good, if not elite fucking corner, or I know you don't like him too much, but a really good, if
I mean, it
not
might not
elite
even be
edge rusher.
Thibodeau. The top 3 DNs are all elite
Right.
DNs that can go off the board 1, 2, 3.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Or if he wanted to really get ignorant and have no fucking faith in Mekhi Becton, get a fucking top lineman at 4 if he wanted to. You know what I mean? Like, where, and then still have a 10 spot, and then still have what, a fucking like a 20, a
We
35?
got literally, I think, 2 out of the top 8 picks in the second round.
Yeah.
So technically, we got first round picks all over again.
We have 4 picks in the top 38. I mean, what the fuck? What a draft. And I don't think he, like I said, I don't think he's done wheeling and dealing. I think he's gonna have a fantastic draft. I think he's gonna use some of those picks and get us some serious players.
I believe right before NFL draft day, I don't know when, but right before NFL draft day, he's going to make not a huge splash.
Oh, I do.
Nothing that everyone's going to be like, what the hell? They might bitch about what we pay the person, but I think we end up getting a wide receiver as of a Landry, OBJ, or whoever else is on the board out there still available. Might overpay just a tad, but I think they actually end up panning out and still have the draft to go into maybe a week later with more options.
Imagine a world, because for some reason the Jets have not moved on from Denzel Mims. So imagine a world where Tyler Conklin, CJ Uzama, Braxton Berrios, DK Metcalf, and Denzel Mims all work, because in this world the Jets are trading for DK, quite obviously.
You forgot we still have Corey Davis.
And Michael Carter and Tevin Coleman. Tevin Coleman's super underrated out of the backfield. Super fucking underrated out of the backfield.
Honestly, they brought, and I read it, Tevin Coleman is kind of like a security blanket.
Yeah,
like
he should be.
System. He eats some yards.
Yeah.
You know, he does what he needs to do. But Michael Carter is going to be the every down back. The man can do it all. He's a truck force running the ball and is absolutely phenomenal receiving out of the backfield.
For sure. I just want to make sure I give Tevin Coleman some love, because when Carter went down, Coleman didn't run to the same pace that Carter did, but ran just motherfucking fine. Like, I wasn't like, oh my God, we're giving the ball to Coleman, he's not going to do anything. I was like, oh, okay, that's respectable. You know what I mean? Like, they still had a run game with their number 1 dude down. Oh, and in my little fucking wet dream there, I completely forgot about Elijah Moore being like the godly stud that he is. So just imagine a fucking world.
Just about to bring him up. I said, if you have Elijah Moore and Braxton Berrios, you don't know where those guys are going to be lined up, what they're going to do. We've seen Braxton Berrios and Elijah Moore sweep, throw passes out of the backfield, run the ball, punt return. Imagine Elijah Moore and Braxton Berrios being your 2 punt returners or kick returners.
Imagine in this crazy world, say we don't get DK and we get Debo. Imagine Michael Carter and Debo Samuel lined up split backfield. Stupid.
Now,
Stupid.
I know
That's just ignorant.
We're being so optimistic.
That's just ignorant.
17-0, but
I don't know, man.
They got talent.
I don't know, man. I'm looking at CJ Mosley on the defense. I'm looking at Quinnen and Quincy Williams. I'm looking at, you know what I mean, Franklin Myers, who fucking pulled off a surprisingly good season last season. You know, I'm looking at potentially, you know, a Hall of Fame fucking safety mixed in with a really blue chip, and Joyner's a lot faster than people think he is, safety, and Jordan Whitehead, who I would say is a touch above a blue chip. Some really good safeties. I don't know, man. It's so hard. This time of the year is so fucking hard. We do this to us every year. They make these fucking moves and they do these things, and they got me going, wow, the Jets, fuck, they're going to win 12 games. Shit. Just listen to the last couple episodes. I said 10 games with Chaz on, and now I'm up to 12 like a whole asshole. It's like seeping into my everyday verbiage.
I won't do it. I won't do it. As much as I want to like be all on that train, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna say they get 8.
I know, man. We're sweeping the Finns because fuck them. We're gonna split the pack.
You mean we're gonna draft Gardner and he's gonna completely shut down Tyreek Hill?
Yeah, he's gonna give me them INTs. Every time the Jets play the Dolphins, fucking Tua's gonna throw like 6 INTs. Hands down. I said what I said.
All 3 of them a piece to fucking Gardner.
Exactly. The Jets are gonna fucking split the Bills and split the Pats. So already I have us going 4-2 in the division. Right there. 4 wins in the division alone. Okay. I don't even know who we have on our schedule. Hold up. We about to find out.
Play like the Raiders,
Fuck the Raiders.
Chargers. I'm saying at least 8 wins.
No, I got 12. I'm looking up the schedule now. We're doing this in real time, baby. Real time.
I gotta be realistic though. I'm like, I can see 12 to 17 wins, but
all right. Let's see. So we've got now these are not in order because obviously the schedule itself hasn't been released, just the opponents. We've got the Cleveland Browns.
Taking them out. Watson might not even play.
I don't even give a fuck who plays at that quarterback position. Jets win. We've got Green Bay. Jets win.
No receivers.
They got nothing. They got Aaron Rodgers. Great. He's going to fucking throw the ball to who?
Himself.
Thank you. So we got 2 wins right there. I told you we're going to sweep Miami. 3 wins. We're going to butt fuck Minnesota.
That's 4 wins if we sweep them.
Exactly. Don't worry. I'll get there. But we got 3 as of the first time. We're going to fucking beat Minnesota because fuck them.
Because Kirk Cousins?
Exactly. Kirk Cousins.
Tight end.
We're going to split with with New England. So I'm still giving us the first win there. So 5. We're going to split with Buffalo. 6. We're going to beat the Dolphins the second time. 7. We'll lose to the Patriots. I'll be nice. I think we lose to the Baltimore Ravens. I think we lose to Cincinnati. I think we beat Chicago. We beat Detroit. I say we lose to Pittsburgh, even though they don't really know what they're doing at quarterback position. Mike Tomlin's just a fantastic coach, and TJ Watt still
he doesn't have a losing season.
What?
And he doesn't have a losing season.
That's what I'm saying. So we'll lose the second game to Buffalo. Ooh, we got to play Denver.
Might lose that.
Yeah, all right, we lose that. We beat Jacksonville, and fuck Drew Lock in Seattle. We beat Seattle. That's 11 wins, my friend.
11-6.
11-6. Jets make the playoffs. That's what I said.
I got no words.
I want to pick
Zach Wilson wins comeback player of the year after throwing 9 touchdowns and 11 picks. And
Zach Wilson throws for plus 5,000. Can I bet on that? MGM, can I bet on that? Where you at?
I'll
bet. I'll put that right down. I don't know what the odds are. I want to put it down now.
Yo, I would say he probably hits 3,500.
Zach Wilson throws, as of it looks right this second, Zach Wilson throws for plus 5. If we get Debo or DK or another big name receiver, he gets close to 6.
Oh my God! I made a bet on the other glide. I was like, meanwhile, we said if Zach Wilson got Tyreek Hill, or even fuck Tyreek Hill, because we don't got him now. We get like a DK or a Debo, he's throwing 30 plus TDs.
Easy.
And someone, Mikey was like, oh, but he only threw nine touchdowns. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Sure, I said over under 25. He's hitting almost 30.
Yeah, I'm taking the over. And I'll take the under on 15 interceptions.
I would too. I said he was going like 30 and 11, 30 and 12.
Okay. I like it. Over under 10. I mean, based off of what you just said, I guess the answer would be over.
Yeah.
Sorry for asking the dumbass questions on this.
But I would
podcast.
also give Zach Wilson I would give him the over on rushing touchdowns. I give him over under 5 rushing touchdowns. I'm going over.
Over. So we've got over 5,000 yards, over 30 passing touchdowns, over 5 rushing touchdowns.
Well, I'm not going over the 5,000. I'm going over 3K.
Again, I said what I said. Zach Wilson, MVP candidate.
Unanimous, first time ever.
Unanimous, baby. Unanimous.
No, I'm telling you right now.
Aaron Rodgers, no votes.
I'm telling you right now. There is not breaking news yet, but Joe Namath is already in the hospital.
Stop.
He is already in the hospital.
We're gonna have the Namath family calling us
every day. They're like, he's getting weaker and weaker. He's worsening and worsening as we get closer to the season. As the wins start to pile up and Zach Wilson plays better, they're like, yo, this man is withering away. And it's not gonna be until maybe week 4 or 5 where we're like 4-1, where they're like, yo, Joe Douglas is like on his deathbed and they might have to pull the plug.
Yo, you've seen Hercules, right? Like the animated cartoon?
Of course.
All right, so you know when Hercules like is in the pit of souls, right? And he's trying to save Meg, and the fucking oracles go to cut his string, and at the last second it goes golden, and here comes Hercules looking like
that's Joe Namath.
No. What's gonna happen is the second Joe, so week 4, right? Zach Wilson's gonna be out there. He's on like his 10th sack. He's thrown 4 interceptions. The Jets are down by like fucking 30. We're going into the 4th quarter, right? Zach Wilson is gonna come out. He's going to drop back, and all of a sudden, you're just going to see him enshrined in light. He's going to go on a fucking tear and throw. Like, every pass from then on forward is going to be touchdowns for the rest of the season because Joe Namath passed away. Zach's going to emerge from the pit of souls looking like a god.
So we're going to go 1-4 until he dies?
What?
So we're going to be 1-4 until he passes away and he goes and does that?
I mean, look, man. I'm not saying...
You gotta lose some to win some.
I'm not saying I want Joe to die. I'm just saying if those are the cosmic rules, then I mean, I know what side of the fence I stand on, to be frank. I don't know, man. 11-6 doesn't sound bad for me. Honestly, I don't feel like I was being too biased in those. I don't think the Jets schedule is super hard either.
I don't think so. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt and give them 9 or 10 wins. But knowing the Jets, I'm going to stick to my 8 until we do our draft.
Fair enough. Which, by the way, we've got to do another live party. I mean, I know we won't be together, but at least we can drink together and watch the draft.
Oh, I'm totally down.
Yes. Something for the
I got to see what day the draft is, and I got to count my days and make sure I'm off.
28th, 29th, of April? But anyway, so that's all we got for the Jets and the optimistic train riding that is the Jets. When you hear this, it will be Thursday. And when it is Thursday, we will be hopping on with Robert Turbin, former running back for the Seattle Seahawks, won the Super Bowl with Seattle. So we're going to be hopping on with him Thursday night. You'll hear that episode starting on Friday. So you'll have a beautiful 24 hours to listen to this. And then immediately be able to listen to that special guest interview.
Yes, we have huge questions for this guy. We're talking to a guy that was part of one of the most iconic teams in history, the Legion of Boom. The man ran with Marshall fucking Faulk, beast mode.
Marshawn Lynch.
Marshawn Lynch, excuse me. I said Marshall Faulk. You hear me?
I mean, Marshall Faulk was still a fucking stud, but
Marshawn Lynch, beast mode, Skittle eating motherfucker on the sideline. Played with Russell Wilson, Richard Sherman. Like
we've got. I mean, if you've seen pictures of Robert Turbin, his fucking arms. Our questions are going to be as big as his biceps. I promise you that. That's all I got to say about that. By the way, one of the
I could tackle him.
Not if he gets a stiff arm out there. I'm surprised he ain't putting nobody on a poster, man.
All you got to do is lower his shoulder.
That dude's arms are monstrous. Anyway, We're excited to have him on. He'll be gracing us with his presence. He's got a lot of cool things that he does post-football as far as philanthropy goes. So we're going to be talking to him a lot about that, a lot about his time in the NFL. So definitely tune in for that. We're excited to put that out there to you. And you know where to find us. It's kind of right up there, right above me. Let me give you a little finger point. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, TikTok, YouTube. Definitely check out Pound for Pound with Jimmy Pibbs when he goes live. Noble Sports Guy with Braden. He's under our brand. Chaz, the No Name Wrestling Podcast. So look out for that, guys. We appreciate you tuning in. And Hector, do your thing.
Stay tuned, guys. Like we said, we got Robert Turbin coming up next tomorrow. And that's not what I said.